Welcome back to our series Journey Towards Freedom, and I hope you already gained a lot of knowledge about the Trivium Method, because today we will be deep diving into the first step of our Trivium Method called grammar, knowledge, or input. Just for a reminder, this is the whole Trivium Method flow. It goes from left to right. So we gather available information that will be consisting of our grammar, then we process it with trying to ask why something is like this, asking the question why. So we use logic for this. And then with answering of how we can apply this, we are in the rhetoric and to produce some kind of the results. So let's start with the grammar and gathering information. This is very, very important step for us to gather any wisdom. If we wanna really understand the current condition, the truth, we have to gather all available information. And by all, I mean all that you can find on the particular topic, be it from the books, from the experience of other people, be it from some kind of the podcast, some kind of the YouTube videos, I don't know, some kind of the movies, music, art, doesn't matter. Basically, there is an endless possibilities for you to gather this information. You can have hand-on experience also. So any available information that is out there in the world, using, for example, internet, you can gather a lot of information. Basically, most of the information you can gather, they are probably out already in the internet. So try to get them. Try to gather them all without any prejudice. This is the most important part, because many people try to filter the available information based on their prejudice. So, for example, there is a particular person they don't like. They don't like A, and they will never accept any piece of information from that person because they don't like it. They wanna say, well, if I don't care for information, get away from me, I don't need them, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Right? Just because you don't like a particular person, you think that person is evil, bad, whatever, doesn't mean that the information they pass to you are false, are not important, or you cannot use them for your own advantage. So keep calm, step away from all your emotions and just try to gather all the information you can without giving any emotional attachment to this particular information. Try to be as objective, as neutral as you can be when trying to gain this information. Same, just because someone said something wrong about topic A does not mean that you cannot get the information about topic B from that person. Or even if within that particular topic you are gaining information, most of them will be false, that's still a valid information for you to use. You can use it to actually debunk or act as a negative for something for you to learn. So you know that maybe the particular topic is not something you wanna study on. It's not this that someone is telling you. Maybe there's only part of the information that is true from someone that is telling you, and it's worth noting. So for example, if you are a Christian person, they tell you not to study anything from the Satan. Don't fall for the devil magic artworks. This is a witchcraft. But still, you can go. You actually should learn about the sins, about what is immoral. You don't get away from it, because don't do bad things. But if they forbid you from learning about those bad things, how can you know what is a bad thing? So go to some occult knowledge, gather information from Anton LaVey in the Church of Satan, read his books, and get those information. You don't have to agree with everything that is said in this book, in his books, but just get them for the information part, for the first step of the Trivium Method, right? To get your grammar right. Get all the grammar you can. Don't act with prejudice. Don't gather information with prejudice. Step away, act neutral, act objectively. The more information you can gather on a particular topic, the better your second process will be. The better your processing stage work out for the best, so you can extract the truth even better. also get information from experience of other people. Experience of other people, hand-on experience, is invaluable. It's something you really should put a thought on, that if something is telling you something from their experience, what they have done, it's a valuable part of information. For example, someone tells you do not touch this pot, it's hot, when you put a pot on the stove, on the hot stove, right? So you can either accept this information, and accept, okay, if I touch this stove, it's hot, maybe I will burn my hand. Yeah, that person maybe already has burned his hand by touching this pot. But you can also get it from your own experience. You can touch it, and I guarantee you, once you touch the hot pot yourself for the first time, you get some kind of the burn degree. You will understand, and you will instantly know for the rest of your life, never touch a hot pot again, right? So experience is invaluable information for you. It's a great feedback, right? So anything, actions that we do is a feedback for us or for other people. Since that's how feedback works. We can learn from our mistakes, from our actions, or we can learn from other people's actions. Take them all. Take it all to yourself. Don't filter it out on the beginning. The filtering step, it will be next. It's gonna come sooner or later, so don't worry about this. And when I say available information, that's what I mean. The all available information that is for us. That's why the freedom movement is really not progressing forward. That's why we are in the state we are right now. We have no freedom because some of the information that is out in the world is not available for us. It is occulted from us and kept by the very narrow group of people so that we shouldn't be able to grab those information. And without this information, we cannot understand the truth. We cannot know what is what. We cannot act properly then in the world. There's a lot of information regarding morality and natural law that is occulted, that was occulted from us. Right now you can probably go into internet and you can search and research these topics yourself and get all this knowledge back to you. No information should ever be occulted or taken, hidden from us. The more information is hidden from us, the less information we have, the worse output will be. The less truth we will know about this world. And then, again, even if you think you gather all the information you could, you go on, some time passes, there are coming new information. Something you thought was right is now perhaps wrong. You adjust yourself. You gather new information and go through the whole process again. Don't just focus, okay, this was working like 20 years ago, world was stayed in, and it will be working for the next 50 years. Right now we are in the era of technology. Every few years they're changing. Right now there's coming AI. Like 20 years ago the computers, internet came in, and the whole world shifted. All the experience from the previous generations may not be that much viable anymore. In Poland, for example, they go to the university, go to a college after high school. Well, for some part maybe, yeah, but for some of the jobs you can actually go into internet, enter some kind of the online course, learn the stuff you need, and then you can apply for a job. You could. Boom, and now you have a job without getting a degree. Degree is no longer that much of the requirement to have a job. And since we are not era of transitioning from one, well, like say in the revolution, that was an informational revolution, just 20 years ago, some of the knowledge is from our grandparents or parents may already be wrong. Let's say it's not usable for us, but we can still get them, understand, okay, it was working for them in their years, but right now, processing it to our current world's condition, it may be viable to not actually follow these advices, to go against them. But that's why you have to process everything yourself. You should process this so you You, and only you, know about what is true. Don't trust me, don't trust your parents, don't trust your grandparents, don't trust someone that wrote a book. Just because someone wrote a book doesn't mean he's holding the right. Gather all the information. I will be repeating this over and over again. Gather all the information yourself from all the content creators that are available out there in the internet, in the real world, by books, podcasts, whatever, and take them with neutral. Do not put any emotional attachments to them. Coming back, you can get the information even from someone in today's age that has no degree, official, systematic degree in a particular field of expertise, that he's trying to share his knowledge. Because right now, you can grab some papers, you can grab some books, online courses, and you can learn yourself through the internet. You don't need to go to college. There's a lot of free information available in the world. So if someone aggregated all this knowledge and put it out for you, just go on, take this knowledge, and then you will process it. And then you will compare it with other sources and see what is true and what is false. This is all for today. I hope from now on you will be able to gather all the necessary information, all your grammar, without any prejudice, and you will be attaining great wisdom in the future. I want to see more wise people in the world that will be executing their actions with the morality in mind, producing order into the world, not chaos. I'll see you in the next episode. And if you want to see more of my materials, visit tridentoffreedom.com and check them out. That's all for now. See you in the next one. Bye.